What's up, everybody? It's James, the Lakeside CEO. And what I want to do, everybody, right here, you probably have heard this. This has been big news in the industry, but Traffic Monsoon, which was a advertising, purchasing, a rev share sort of model, is being investigated by the SEC, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. You probably heard about this. If you were in Traffic Monsoon, you definitely know this by now. So I want to take a minute to talk about this, and maybe really, if I share my thoughts on this, might help a lot of people that watch this. Okay. Now, first of all, let me say this is not a video that I'm going to, like a lot of people do when something like this happens, and they put a video out there and they're trying to capture people when a company gets shut down, and they're trying to capture them into their opportunity. That is not what this video is about. I think that's really kind of a shady thing to do. I don't do things like that, but I want to talk about this, and this will be, this channel is about home-based business and what I do in my opportunity and how I help people. So this news has affected the industry, and it's a really bad thing when this happens. And I feel like if I could talk about it, and you guys, hopefully interact with me and let me know your thoughts, and I'll give you my own opinion on why this happens to these sorts of models, and maybe prevent you from getting caught up into this thing into the future. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about right here, and I'm going to leave a link, and I'll actually writing a post about this as well. But you can go to the SEC website and you can read right here as to what happened. They actually have the actual filing or report on here. But it says the SEC halts a $207 million internet-based Ponzi scheme. The whole problem with this is that the SEC has looked into Traffic Monsoon, and they see it as a Ponzi scheme. If you don't know what a Ponzi scheme is, it's basically something to where people are in a business opportunity or an investment to where there's no actual real product. It's just people involved with securities, and if you hear the word securities, that just means investments. Okay, so basically the SEC sees Traffic Monsoon as a giant Ponzi scheme, which has frozen more than right here, $207 million from investors worldwide, primarily in the U.S., India, and Russia. Now you can go here and you can read this for yourself, but this is the actual, and you can go down here as well and actually read the complaint as well. And that's what's happened. The SEC has come in, they have frozen Traffic Monsoon. There's no more. And if you go to trafficmonsoon.org, you can read more about it here from the company and kind of what's going on, and so forth about how everything is sort of stopped at the moment and what's kind of happening. If you are on Facebook, Traffic Monsoon has an official group that they talk about, and the CEO Charles Schofield talks about as well. And I just kind of been paying attention to that. I personally did not really do much of anything with Traffic Monsoon. Anything with a rev share or a profit share kind of model, I really kind of am very, very hesitant about because of these kinds of situations. Now, I did use Traffic Monsoon for advertising. I was, use it to develop leads into my business, just like what I do with a lot of traffic exchanges. I use that data, this all those traffic exchange members that are viewing ads, and I would generate leads with that. I never really took part much in the rev share. I thought it was a nice added bonus that was going on. You can earn more money. But the thing is, here's the big problem, guys, with Traffic Monsoon or whatever rev share or profit share or whatever. If you're treating that like an investment, where you're going to say to yourself, well, I'm going to buy $2,000 worth of ad packages, and this is going to grow and grow and grow and grow. Okay, talking about a return or a percentage or whatever, that is the big red flag that the SEC is always going to look into, because you cannot do that. As against the law if a business opportunity is doing some type of return, or if it's seen as an investment. Now, my personal opinion, I think where Traffic Monsoon went wrong, okay, and this is my personal opinion, I write about it here, and I'm going to have a post about this if you guys want to read more about what I have to say about this. where Traffic Monsoon went wrong is the terminology that they use. They did use something what I saw from the opportunity. You guys that remembers, you probably can comment more about this. The terminology they were using on returns and that sort of thing is what really kind of got things in hot water and probably attracted the SEC into this, and also the fact that it's $207 million within this. Any kind of online business opportunity that has a rev share, profit share, and is not really product based. Now I understand that Traffic Monsoon, the advertising is the product within the opportunity. I understand that, but you got to understand the SEC does not understand that. They're looking at it as this is primarily something where people are just part of this just to get a return on what they purchase, much like an investment. That's the whole issue of these rev share, profit sharing deals. Now, another personal opinion that I want to say about this, one of my best friends in the industry was a huge guy in Traffic Monsoon, and he was part of something else that went out as well. And I keep seeing these things happening, and I know a lot of people have been hurt by this, and I feel really bad. I think it's kind of a black eye on the industry when something like this happens, and I know Traffic Monsoon probably helped a lot of people, gave a lot of people hope, and that sort of thing. I hate to see this stuff happen within the industry. Now the good news behind this, guys, and I can't predict the future or whatever, but from what I understand and what Charles Schofield has talked about in Facebook, like I say, I'm not a big Traffic Monsoon member. A lot of you guys are a lot more educated than I am. I'm just kind of giving you my perspective on it. He has stated that he's going to, he's working with the SEC and he's going to change things around to continue Traffic Monsoon. And who knows how that's going to be, but I think what needs to happen is the Traffic Monsoon needs to have a big restructuring, as they call it, to where this will not ever be misconstrued as an investment or a straight up, profit sharing type of opportunity. I love these traffic exchange things, guys. I love it because I can use it to develop leads into a product or the opportunity that I'm doing. I always take part of them just to develop leads for something that I'm doing, and I've always used them, and I always will. The revenue sharing thing, I'm just really kind of hesitant about that because of I kind of have seen what the SEC does. I don't think the SEC really kind of takes the time to understand things. When they see kind of what's going on, there's a lot of money involved, a lot of people are coming, and they take a look at it. Oh, this has got they're saying they're going to get a return on the money, this, that, and other. They just kind of move in and swoop in, and then kind of take it over and take it down and that sort of thing. Now, is this the end of Traffic Monsoon? Like I say, Charles Schofield is saying that things are going to be worked out. I know that Traffic Monsoon had a big sort of deal with PayPal before this happened. PayPal froze a lot of funds. People couldn't get paid. And that was a big issue as well. And this kind of follows up, and it's kind of like, another really big bad hit that the opportunity took. But, we'll kind of see what happens. I hope everybody gets their money back that put a lot of money into this. I know it kind of crushed a lot of people's dreams, maybe. I've read where people took out and I'm not laughing about this, guys, but people would take out loans just to buy ad packages in Traffic Monsoon because of the rate of return. See, that's the thing right there, that this SEC is a good thing because it prevents that kind of thing from happening. These people have this mentality: this is an investment. I can get a 5% return on this. I'm buying as many as I can. That's what the SEC is always going to step in and make sure that is regulated, because people do not get hurt by these things. Not to say that Traffic Monsoon is ever out to hurt anybody, but they have kind of an obligation to step in and make sure that things are done right, and it's not against the law. Okay, that's just how the SEC operates. I've seen them do this. I remember back in the day, Zeke Rewards was a big, huge sort of thing where people were earning profit share with a penny auction type of model, and that really got nailed in a big bad way. And it's not funny, but I just you can just kind of see this stuff kind of happening as well. But the last thing I want to say about this, guys, is that Vincent Ortega Jr. made a post about this. I have my personal thoughts on it. You can have your personal thoughts about it as well. But Vincent is one of the biggest guys in the industry. Has done amazingly well in a lot of different things, and he wrote a post here just talking about Traffic Monsoon and these type of things and investment schemes are always illegal and being illegal, and it's always you always want to focus if you're getting involved in an online opportunity. You want to make sure that it's legitimate. Now, I'm not saying that Traffic Monsoon was not legitimate, but you gotta, if you're gonna, here's one thing I want to leave you with. If you're gonna get involved in an online opportunity, make sure that you're building the right foundation with the right company or the right product. Okay, that's very, very important. That's why I feel so bad for these people that were really big within Traffic Monsoon, and they'll just like the carpet is just jerked out from under them, or somebody just flipped a light switch and cut the lights off as far as their in what they were doing and building and everything, just kind of cut it off completely. And I really, really hate that. And I don't, I don't have no bad feelings about Traffic Monsoon. I think it was a pretty cool way to develop leads and use that traffic exchange membership to get leads into your business or a product that you were promoting. Or if you built a sales funnel for a product, you could put it in there and develop a lot of really good leads from Traffic Monsoon. So this is just my perspective on it, guys. I feel like maybe I could shed some light on this and everything. And again, this is not, you will not hear one word in here about me trying to get you into my opportunity. That's not what I'm saying. I just want you guys to know and understand that when you do something online, make sure you're building the right foundation with the right company and the right opportunity that's going to be here for a long time. And that's why I've been online for 4 years straight now, going on my 5th year, because I've been, had the ability to pick the right foundation on where to build, and that's given me a long-term sustainable income where I get to do whatever I want to every day and make all of my money through internet marketing. Okay, guys, this is James. I hope this has maybe helped some of you guys, Traffic Monsoon members. Keep your head up. We don't, Traffic Monsoon may bounce back better than ever, and keep your head up, and just really feel for you guys. And when anything like this happens in the industry, I just really kind of hits home with me as well, because I make all my money from the internet as well. So, but just keep your head up. You don't know what's going to happen. Great things may come from this and restructure the company, and it may be better than ever. So just wait, hold on. Let's hear the news. And guys, just keep doing big things, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks a lot.